The House comes to questions for oral answer. Question number 1, in the name of Brett Hudson.
Mr Speaker, my question is to the Minister of Finance and asks, what reports has he received on the New Zealand economy and how does this compare to the international economy?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, last week the Moody's rating agency released its global macro outlook for 2016-17. It's forecasting growth in the G20 advanced economies to remain stable at low levels, averaging 1.6% this year and 1.9% in 2017. In contrast, the Reserve Bank is forecasting the New Zealand economy to grow at more than double the G20 rate in the year to March at 3.4% and the same the following year. So at a time when many major economies are treading water, New Zealand economy is continuing with moderate, consistent growth.
Supplementary question, Brett Hudson.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. To the Minister, what other international reports has he received about the New Zealand economic outlook?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, as part of a range of international reports issued recently, the Fitch credit rating agency affirmed New Zealand's AA rating, highlighting New Zealand's strong macroeconomic policy framework, prudent fiscal management and sound business environment, which is rated among the best globally by the World Bank. They also, along with other credit rating agencies, pointed out New Zealand's exposure to international markets through higher levels of international debt, but on their measures, New Zealand's position on debt owed to overseas lenders is improving.
Supplementary question, Brett Hudson.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. To the Minister, what reports has he seen on recent developments in the domestic economy, particularly for our export industries?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, despite the downturn in dairy prices over the last 2 to 3 years, the New Zealand economy has continued to grow and total exports have lifted. Tourism, beef, timber, wine and international education have flourished, while the dairy sector has had its resilience tested. So while there's ongoing volatility in international dairying prices, we welcome the lift in milk prices by just under 30% over the last month. It's led to a lift in forecast farm gate prices, with Fonterra announcing a lift in the farm gate milk price by 50 cents to $4.75 a kilo. Now that'll be good news for farmers struggling through a cold, wet spring, but there's still some way to go before most of them will be able to break even.
Supplementary question, Brett Hudson.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. To the Minister, what does a growing economy mean for New Zealand families and households?
The Honourable Order. The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, it depends on, it's a bit different for different members of the households, but for instance, now that the construction industry has over 10,000 apprentices, it means that younger members of households can expect to see the best opportunity in a generation, for instance, to get trades qualifications. And that's just part of the 105,000 extra jobs created last year and more than 250,000 jobs that have been created over the past 3 years.
Question number 2, the Honourable